You'd be surprised how many broken appliances just need one quick wire fix. Let's see if this kettle can come back to life with a little DIY magic. So here's the deal. This kettle won't heat up, no light, no sound, nothing. But instead of tossing it, we'll trace the problem step by step. Sometimes all it takes is finding one tiny break in the cord to bring it back to life. Let's check it out together. Now that we've found where the wire's broken, let's fix it the right way. Start by cutting off the damaged section. Then strip about ½ an inch, roughly 1 to 1.5 centimeters of insulation from both ends. Once the copper is exposed, twist the strands tightly so they stay together and make a solid connection later. Here's a quick tip: if the copper looks dark or burned, trim it back just a little more until it's bright and shiny again. That clean metal surface is what lets electricity flow properly and keeps your repair safe and strong. Now grab your multimeter. We'll use it to check continuity, basically to see if electricity can still flow through the line. Touch one probe to the plug and the other to the section just before the damaged area. If the meter shows movement, that part's still fine. Then test from the kettle's base back toward the break. If both sides show power but the middle doesn't, you've just found your trouble spot. That means the problem lies right between those 2 points, most likely a break hidden under the insulation. And one quick reminder before you go any further: always unplug your device before cutting or testing any wires. Safety comes first, even for a simple home fix. Now that both ends of the wire are clean and stripped, it's time to bring them back together. Start by matching the wires by color: hot to hot, neutral to neutral, and ground to ground. Most cords will have a simple setup. Black or brown is hot white. Once you've identified each one, twist the exposed copper ends together nice and tight. If you have small wire connectors or screw caps, those work great and make the joint even more secure. But if not, a firm twist will do the trick. Just make sure the copper is snug and there's no loose strands sticking out. That's what can cause sparks later. Next, wrap each individual connection separately using high-quality electrical tape. Stretch it slightly as you go so it sticks firmly and seals every bit of metal. This gives it extra strength and insulation, keeping moisture and dust out. What we're really doing here is rebuilding the original circuit path, but with even better insulation than before. A repair like this isn't just about getting the power back on. It's about making sure it stays safe and steady for the long haul. Once you've secured everything tightly, we'll test the connection and see if the kettle comes back to life. Now for the moment of truth. Set your multimeter to continuity mode and touch one probe to the plug and the other to the kettle base. See that reading? The current's flowing perfectly again from one end to the other. That means our repair worked. Would you try this at home? Drop a yes if you would, or a no if you'd rather buy a new one. And there we have it. One quick fix and the kettle's working perfectly again. No fancy tools, no expensive parts, just a little patience and some careful testing with a multimeter. It's amazing how often things around the house stop working because of something as simple as a broken wire. The best part. You didn't just save a few bucks, you also kept a perfectly good appliance out of the trash. That's the kind of repair that makes you feel good about your workbench and your wallet. If you enjoyed this repair trick, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love hearing from DIY folks all over the world. And if you've ever fixed something like this yourself, share your story down below. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next clever home fix that saves money and keeps your tools and your skills sharp.